welcome back to Knit 3 Together. I'm Taylor. This is my mammy.
Hello.
This is episode 2. If you have not seen episode 1, go back and look. It was a really good introduction video. I did want to introduce myself a little bit more because I didn't say a lot about myself last time. But I am almost 19. I'm in college right now. I know it's usually like a grandma thing or something to like knit and do all these crafts and stuff, but I really enjoy it. And yeah, I just do my college work, go to work, and then I have free time, so I knit and do all the fun crafts and stuff. So yeah, that's a little about me.
And where do you work?
I work at Marshall's. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really fun. I get to work with clothes, so I get to see all the different styles and stuff and then come up with my own ideas from that. So yeah, it's really fun.
And remember, she doesn't use patterns, so she can look at something. She probably could look at something at work, right? And probably copy it. But
yeah, because we have a lot of knit stuff there as well. So it's really nice.
And again, my name is Mammy, and I got that name from my oldest grandson, who's 23, and he just came up with the name, and it went all the way through the rest of the grandkids. So, and so that's my name for them. What's next on our agenda?
How about we talk about what we're wearing?
Okay, why don't you go first?
I am wearing a sweater that I recently made. At first, it's like kind of a little off the shoulder, but I really like it. And it's from yarn from her stash. And I just kind of came up with how to do it. But I first made it and ran out of yarn, so it was short. The sleeves are really short and big. And so I had to like take it apart and ask her questions about how to redo it so that it would fit my body better. So that was kind of a learning experience for me, and I really enjoyed it. I'm also wearing some socks that she made me. They were my first pair of socks I think I got for my birthday, like my 15th birthday or something. And you also gave me like these clear shoes with them.
Oh yes, the tennis shoes.
Yes, so that I could wear them and it could show the socks. Is really cool. So I'll show those to you guys. But what about you? What are you wearing?
I'm actually wearing a scarf that I got the yarn from Piled is called. I think they're out of New York. But Ann Weaver, it's her pattern. It's called a something dozen. Let me see my notes so I can make sure. It's called Knit a Baker's Dozen. Oh. And it's a unique construction, but it was a lot of fun, and the colors are just beautiful, as you can see. Yes. And it's really warm, so yeah.
And so it's gotten chillier here in Warrensburg, so it's nice that.
Yeah, it is. So it's definitely warm, but it was fun. It was something new that I learned how to do, and I really enjoyed it. So, and the yarn is really soft and really nice. So that's what we're wearing. And it's also my oldie but goodie too. So, because, you know, we want to show you different things that we've made in the past. So,
yeah. Okay. Since you mentioned your oldie but goodie, one of mine, I guess we'll get into a little topic of socks. My mammy, how long have you been knitting socks for?
A long time. Probably about 10 years, I'd say.
Yeah. Well, after she made me this pair, I was kind of like interested, and I was like, I know she makes socks for a lot of people. So how about I figure out how to make socks? And at that point, I really didn't care for knitting much.
No, you
so
didn't.
I like looked on YouTube. I was like, how can I crochet some socks? So I crocheted these. They are as big as my face. But I first made them. I was like, these are ginormous. I don't want to have to take it all out. I'm just going to throw them in the dryer, hope that they shrink. They did not shrink. So I just gave it to her. I was like, she'll appreciate that I tried to make something for her.
Yes, that's amazing without a pattern. Yeah. I mean, yeah. So, I mean, it even has a heel. Yeah. I mean, look at that heel.
The different colors of the heel.
Yeah, so that's pretty good. So they're warm, and I just wore them the other day, and they're fine. They're slipper socks.
Yes,
so yes. She did great. So what was next on your sock journey?
I then started to get a little more into knitting, and I was like, okay, Mammy, since I can't figure it out on my own, you need to help me, show me how to do it. So these were a pair of socks. These were my next pair that I actually knit. And she helped me on how to kind of build it up and finish it. This was yarn that we got together, I think, for my birthday, right?
Oh, yeah. Where did we get that? I don't even remember. But yeah, we did buy it together.
Yeah, and I worked on it on a road trip that we were on together, so she could help me along the way.
And she actually caught on really quick because there's some people I teach and they don't ever, get it right away or still don't get it. You know who I'm talking about, right? Who might be watching this later. And so, anyway, so she caught on super quick. So I was really proud of her.
Yeah. So then after that, I was like, I really like making socks. So I put these on my hooks. I don't even remember how
I mean,
long
your
ago.
needles,
or
not
my-
hooks.
yes, I put these on my needles. I don't even remember how long ago, but I started doing it. I really like this heel part that I am on, but then I got to the like foot area and I kind of got bored of it. So they've been just sitting on here for a while, and I bring them to our hooks and needles and work on them like so that I can listen to people talk, and it helps me to keep working on them. But
Now, did you use a different size needle? Because look how much wider
yeah,
these
yeah,
are. You
because
must
these
use
are
smaller.
small.
Because you knit loose, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's much better, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
Are these a little loose on you when you
I
wear
don't
them?
know. I haven't put them on in a while, but I'm
Okay.
pretty sure they are.
Yeah. So you have to figure out what your gauge eventually will be.
Yeah.
And they're
So-
just the vanilla socks, very easy.
Yep.
Nothing fancy on
Yeah.
it. Okay, is that all your sock journey?
Yeah, that's my sock journey, guys.
But she's doing good.
Mhm.
But you do get kind of bored when you get to the thing. And we
Mhm.
love the 2 at a time. Now, I will not do 2 at a time when it comes to like color work or other things that are difficult to do 2 at a time, but generally I do. So
Yeah.
since we're speaking about socks, I think I shared with you last time the socks that I made from Farmer's Daughter's
Yes.
Sock Squad. And I was telling you the Estelle socks I was working on that had color work and I couldn't figure it out. So I was just going to stick to the cable. I don't know, can they see that
is
really
so
well?
pretty. Yeah, I think so.
Okay. And so I'm just doing the cabling. And that's as far as I've gotten. I think I was probably way down here when I showed you almost 2 weeks ago. So
wow.
I've actually been working on Christmas gifts. So I'm having a struggle.
Yeah.
So and I have actually more on the back burner.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Let's
so
let's do that. too,
Okay.
then.
So I didn't show you this last time. I've not ever done a color work sweater, but I have done, cowls and stuff. So this is what I started for myself. I don't know if you can see it. It's called the
that's
J
beautiful.
sweater, and it's on Ravelry. See the look? Isn't that beautiful? I just love it.
Yeah.
And so it's free on Ravelry. So it's just J Sweater, and Rachel Brockman is the designer, and it's on Universal Yarn website for free.
Okay.
So and this is yarn that I got at our yarn store up in Lee Summit, which is about 45 minutes from us. We have a small town and we do not have a yarn shop, do we?
No.
Okay, so that's on the needles. And then there's something else on the needles, but I'm going to give you just a little quick look at, and it's down.
It's really pretty.
It's a Christmas gift.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to show you the full thing.
No,
So
no.
what do we got
Yeah.
next?
How about you purchase more stuff? Do you have anything new
I
that
do.
you purchased?
I do. I actually purchased some yarn, and this is from, what's her name again?
Salty Blonde.
Salty Blonde. And it's a real dark purple, would you say?
Mhm.
I would say it's kind of dark purplish, but
Yeah.
it's in blackish almost looking. But I love it. It's so pretty.
Yeah.
So I just got that in the mail.
Do you know what you'll do with it?
No. I'm a yarn collector. So that's all the yarn I got. And then I got some tea. And I just thought this one had such a cute name, Little Women. So I bought it for that. I haven't tried the tea yet, but I'll do that soon.
Yeah.
And then I must not brought the book, but I've got this bag. Steve, my husband, actually bought this for me a while back, and see the embroidery on there. This is from the Good Water and Company. Believe it's a mother-daughter company that makes these bags, and they do embroidery on some of them. And so they're really unique and just fun. And I found an embroidery book, but I don't know, I didn't bring it in here with me, but that has similar things like that. So I think I'm gonna do some, because I sew bags as well, and so I might do that for just fun of it because I like to embroider as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, let's move on to thrifts and your tips and tricks.
Okay, so I got these tins at the thrift store. Isn't that one cute?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
kind of vintagey. And so I thought it was super cute.
I feel like you can always find like containers and stuff like that at thrift stores too. Like
Oh,
anywhere
yeah.
you go.
Yeah. And a bigger tin. And so my tip is, so this is a square tin. You know, it's not old, but it's kind of cool looking. And so we thought that you could roll your socks up and store them in these tins. These are a pair of socks that I knit. And just put them in there and then put the lid on, and you can put them in your drawer, your dresser drawer. And that way they stay separate. I know that they have yarn or sock boxes and stuff, but a tin is just something a little different, and you could probably get cheaper than maybe the box.
Yeah,
And then I also thought of you can get these really cheap tins from the dollar store or Dollar Tree. And as gifts this year, those that I've made socks for this year for Christmas, I'm going to simply just roll them up, put them in there, and that's how I'm going to put a tag on there, and that's how I'm going to give them.
That's such a great idea.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, and so that can be tagged for that. And then a round one, if you get a round one, let's say you make a hat or a small scarf or something like that, you can actually put it inside there and give it as a gift. So it's basically another vessel to give gifts in. So that's kind of my thing. So what about the other thing, gifts given?
Oh yes, how about let's show you this gifts given. It kind of has a 10 in it, but she actually just gave this to me right before we started. My birthday is coming up November 10th, so she gave it to me kind of as a little early birthday gift. But who is this by? How do you say her name? French Lavender Home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's this cute little mouse. Comes in this tin with a blanket. He's got a little sweater on. It's adorable. And then he comes with this little bedding and a little book. It's adorable.
I really love supporting other people that make things because we know what it takes to make them, the time, the money, and the effort. And actually, that was a very reasonable price that she had on there. She's also the lady that does the buddy pockets and or pocket buddies, and that I had showed you last time.
Yeah.
And so she has a website, and you can go to it and see what she has there. She has finished things like that. So, but they sell out really quickly.
Yeah.
What else do you got?
How about our future projects? Do you have any ideas? I know you've gotten most of your Christmas stuff done. Do you have any left?
Yeah, I still have a few left. I think I'm done with family.
Okay.
And I'm working on friends. And so I can't show you a lot. So I wanted to show you, this is what I've been working on. So what we're going to do at Christmas then is we're going to take pictures, right, of them receiving their gifts.
Yeah, that'll probably be our whole podcast, is talking about all the gifts we made for like after Christmas and everything, and showing everyone.
Yeah, so we'll show their pictures of hopefully their excitement of getting it. So we'll see. What about you, starting on any Christmas
gifts? I did
gifts?
start on one, and I finished it, but I can't show it. And I think I have maybe 3 or 4 more to make, but I'm working on it. I at least started.
So you don't have as many to make for. I think in all those bags, I have a total of 16 projects that I've done since July. I started in July because I have to. And so just to give you information, my husband and I have 4 children, 3 girls and 1 son. And then between all them, they have 9 children. And so I do for most of them, but not everybody. But then we have a birthday in November, then we have a birthday in December. So that kind of adds to it. And they like my made stuff. And of course I get them other things too, but it's kind of fun. So I have a lot to make for, which I love. I love doing it.
And speaking of your husband.
Oh, is it time to introduce?
Yeah, he's my papa, and he is going to be our special guest today. Okay, guys, so this is my papa. And what kind of crafts, what kind of things do you do, Papa?
Well, I like doing working with wood pallets and stuff like that, and making things for people. And
Yeah.
I just love working with wood, and wood's awesome because it comes in many, many different varieties.
Yeah.
And an example would be Taylor made this for me, and I still have it hanging in my garage.
I don't remember how long ago that was.
I
It was
think
Well,
that
look
was
on the
for
back.
his-
It's on the back here. It's
What's
the
the
Oh,
date.
really? Oh, 2018.
Wow.
2018.
It was
So
7
Taylor,
years
thank you for
ago.
that. I put it in my garage,
Yeah.
and I can look at. She loves to make things for me. She's made other wood.
I
things
think
for
that
me
was
as
for
well.
his surprise 60th
Oh,
birthday.
yeah.
Yeah, it says
Yeah.
that. It said for my
Yeah.
birthday, my 60th
Oh.
birthday.
Yeah, and that
So,
was the hit of the night, I think.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
gift.
Yeah.
Okay, what are you going to show us that
Well,
you
today I'm
made?
going to talk about some things I've made out of different wood types of wood, and also out of antlers from deer. And so I want to show you how to do that, a little bit about it. And the first thing I'll talk about is when we're going on vacation up like in Wisconsin or something, you'll walk along the beach, you'll find some driftwood, and driftwood comes in pieces that look like this, beautiful sticks, and they're very hard because they've been in the water, and it's made them very, very firm, but yet they'll bend a little bit, so you can make needles out of them. You can see they've got the way the bottom is, some can be longer and some can be shorter. But the way to work with these is you come back and you'll just trim off any branches that might be on it, and then you'll take and make, of course, one of the points like this. And what I do here is I'll take and show you some of the tools I have later that Taylor will put in, and you'll see this point right here. Well, I just take a belt sander and I just simply get that at the right point that Sharon likes to use and to work with.
So
So
to
we
see
got
what
like
size needle they are.
Yes,
So those are knitting
And
needles.
to size them, I use this, but you ladies have your own thing. This is for drill bits.
But I
They'll
think
fit
it's
inside
kind of
here.
probably the same thing, I bet.
Yeah.
As
And
a,
so your needles are
yeah.
the same way. So another one I like to use is, you'll see this one here I got, and this is a really cool piece of driftwood. It ended up, I left this little hole in here like it came, and I made it like this. And then you'll see the tip here. You just take a little Dremel tool and you can take and just form this thing. And I'll usually grab one of Sharon's, what do you call these?
Hooks.
Crochet
hooks.
hook.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Always.
I know a lot of tools. They're good. But anyway, yeah, and you'll just make this really cool looking hook, and then I'll have Sharon try it out and see if it works. But that's a cool thing that you can do, and your husband can help you make that. Now, one of my other favorite ones is this. It's a deer antler. Now, I go bow hunting here in Missouri, and so every once in a while I'll get a buck, and you can use the antlers for rattling or whatever you want. But in this case, it makes for a nice crochet handle.
Mhm.
And so the thing I want to teach you here, though, is I've left this one because I just made it, is you'll get this and you'll use a hacksaw to take this piece here off. And then once you're done, you'll go ahead and just smooth this, but you want one that has this longness so you can be able to grab it like this. Because some will be too short, some will be nice. The cool thing about the antler, though, is that this one's about a year old, so it's got this white patina to it. If you get one when you first take a deer, you can get one that has beautiful brown colors and stuff like that. So that's an option you have as well. Now, the other thing I have to do is I have to take and cut that, and then I'll drill a hole at the end here, and you can see that there. And you might say, well, hey, how do I know what size hole? Well, Sharon gave me today one that's a G size crochet. So I simply took the cool gauge here and then slipped it in until I could get it in the correct one. And then I go get the drill bit and make sure it fits in as well, so it fits nice and snug. Now you look at this and you go, what is that piece of tape on there for? Well, what that is for, so that when you drill this, you have to have that depth that I just showed you. Where is that piece I just handed? This has to fit in just so far. And so you take and you measure this and you put a piece of tape on your drill bit so that when you drill this down inside here, it will not go further than that. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
awesome.
All right. And so you do that. And so then now I've got it finished. I'm going to place this in, and then we'll glue this. You can use Gorilla Glue, you can use a hot glue gun, whatever, and something that will keep it in there permanently. Now, the other thing that's very important is Sharon will say, I'll say, hey, where do you want this point to face? And by the way she holds it, yeah, the hook. And I can turn that. And so when I put that glue in there, I'm simply just going to put it right on in there, like wherever she tells me, and let it set up for like a day. I let it do it. So it's nice. Then she'll have this beautiful thing, and she can give these as gifts too.
Yeah,
and she
yeah.
has.
Mhm.
Right, sweetheart?
Yes.
Okay.
And what's this
now,
stuff for?
I got one more thing to say. When you
Okay.
go to cut these, you can get these
Hooks.
at Walmart, which is nice. If you make a mistake and cut it wrong, these little G crochet hooks. You just take a pair of dikes like this. We call them wire cutters. In the Air Force, we call them dikes, but you'll just come here and you can just cut that like that. It'll cut real nicely.
Wow,
Okay.
those are
So,
pretty
yep.
thick too.
Yeah, they're thick. And the other thing I'm going to say is same thing you do with your wood. If you want to cut this wood shorter, you can simply put this on and just cut it off and then use a sandpaper to smooth it out. That sound good,
and
ladies?
show him. And so when he's done doing that, I'll do some bead work on the bottom.
Yeah, I'll show
And
that
so,
closer.
and then I'll,
Look at what she did.
Wow.
Isn't that beautiful?
I think I would
Yeah.
burn the number on the top so I know what size needle it
Yeah,
is.
there it is right there.
And
You
then
can see
I
it.
use
There's
the
a
same
number.
charm so I know those go together.
Yes.
So
Yeah, pretty cool. And then there's a
Yeah.
pair. So this driftwood is fun to find.
It
so
is.
if you're on vacation.
yeah.
It's almost everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what
What
else.
about
did-
that?
Oh yeah, I have one more thing. So over time, these things will get dry. From sitting, they'll get dry. And so what you want to do is you can come along and take this. You can get this at Lowe's. It's called paste finishing wax. Okay, and you just get a pair of gloves. Those real flimsy gloves, and you'll put some on a paper towel. And what I did today was I simply coated these again with that paste on the paper towel with the gloves on. It's not going to do anything to you. It's not going to hurt you. You can wash it off. But I put this on. Then I stuck it outside because it does have a little bit of a smell to it.
Mm.
And then I just went ahead and let it dry. And so now that wood will just soak that wax up. And now Sharon will have these for a time longer. And they'll be good to go. So,
Okay.
That's awesome, Papa.
So do
Okay.
you have any questions for him? So what's your favorite part about us knitting and crocheting?
my favorite part is just watching them, the things they make. Taylor making things from scratch is unbelievable. And then Sharon makes beautiful socks things for me. If I need a hat or something, she makes it for me. And just to watch how you take this yarn and make it into lovely designs, I'm just blown away. I can't do that. So sorry. She tried to get me to do that, cross stitch, whatever. It didn't go very well.
I don't really want my man cross stitching. Okay, so what do I do when I get new yarn? What do I say to you?
Oh yeah, I'm the winding guy. Okay, do you mind winding that upstairs?
And what do I say? Then what do I say? How many cakes do I
Oh
get?
yeah, then she'll say, by the way, I've got like 10 or 12 in that bag right there. If you don't mind doing
No,
all
I
this.
have you separate them for 2 at a time.
Oh yeah,
Socks.
oh yeah. The 2 at a time socks is a lot harder, but I've learned the trick of the trade of all this stuff, and I've learned to get a machine that does it for me.
Yeah,
And
how do
so-
you separate it in half? You wait.
Yeah. So what I do with Sharon's yarn is I'll take this thing here, wind it as a ball.
A cake.
Okay, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, they call it a cake. I gotta learn your guys' terminology. So take a cake. Then I put it on a weigh scale. It says, let's say 100 grams. So then I will take and drop that into I use a big saucepan of Sharon's, like an old one up there. What do you call it, porcelain?
Enamelware.
Yeah. I drop it down in there, pull it up out, put it on the machine, and start going. And you'll tell by the machine how far you've gotten. And about when I think I'm there, I'll stop a minute, grab that, set that on there, and I want to have 50 grams. If I'm at 60, put it back in, start it up and run it again. And so I do that. And so I love doing it. And then boom, I'll get to 50 and then I'll cut it and then I'm finished. It's pretty much done. I got 2 pieces. Isn't that nice?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I
you do
love
awesome.
the
great.
machine. The only thing I can't stand is when sometimes these come and they just give me a little bit of a hassle when you're winding them on.
Yeah, they get tangled.
Tangled.
Some
But
of
that's
them.
okay. It's okay. It's like, I just enjoy it. I love doing it for her and I don't mind at all. And she can ask me anytime. So,
Yeah, and he's always very supportive of us.
Oh, yeah.
And if
Yeah.
anything I want, I can't tell him because he'll get it for me. But he's always been that way. And we've been married for how many years? I'm going to trick you. How many years
Okay,
have we
let's
been
see. I'm
married?
going to say 44,
Oh
43.
Honey, we're coming up on 47 years
Oh, okay.
in January.
That's
Wow,
Wow.
he doesn't know. That's a
No,
typical
I knew It
man.
was close.
Yeah. Okay,
I knew
well,
it was close.
well-
Well, one more thing.
Okay.
I do love going with Sharon shopping, and when she goes to the yarn places, I love taking her to the shows and stuff like that because
yes.
that's her passion. She loves to do it, and
Yeah.
now she's taught Taylor, and it's good to see both of them working together. So, ladies, I'm very proud of both of you.
Thank
right.
you. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, we
All right.
appreciate you coming up on our
Thank you for
podcast.
being our first guest. All right, welcome back. We're just about done. And Taylor wanted to tell you about our group.
Yes, our group's name is Hooks and Needles. It's about, how many ladies do we have?
I think
right
there's
now?
8 of us.
8 ladies. And the next podcast will show a little glimpse of them because they're doing Hookers on Holden. I know it's a silly name, but not all of them knit, not all of them crochet. So we just came up with a little fun name for that. And I don't think I'll be able to be there, but we will show some clips of them. And they just sit downtown and knit. And
Yeah,
just
at the
have a fun
courthouse
time.
lawn. And we do that once a year. We go to the coffee shop that's across the street.
Mhm.
And then we all sit there and do that. Oh,
Yeah.
you know, the charity thing too. A lot of times in the
Yes.
past, we made hats for the homeless and kind of tied them on the trees and stuff. But this year we're doing those pocket buddies that we talked about last time. So we're not doing that this time.
Yes.
But they're sweet bunch of ladies, and eventually you're going to meet some of them that want to be met. Some of
Yes,
them do
yes.
not. But it's a great community of ladies. They're encouraging and lovely, and they do beautiful work. So,
Yes.
and I'm so thankful that Taylor likes to be a part of it. And they're very sweet to her. So,
Yeah.
and we'll show you what we've been doing with them too, with our bags.
Yes,
So,
yeah, we'll show you that.
oh, and the other thing is we're going to start, some of us are going to do a cast on party down there with, it's Joji. I can't pronounce her name well, but she's doing like a mystery knit, a shawl knit. And so I think 3 or 4 of us are going to do that. And so we're going to do a cast on party down there on Saturday.
It'd be fun.
So we like to end our podcast with a devotion because the Lord is the most important thing to us, and He's the center of everything we do. And so we want to always bring glory to Him, and because it's not about us. So, and you want to read the verse?
Yeah. So the title of this one is the Kitchener Stitch. So the verse is, "If my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven and I will forgive their sin and will heal their land." 2 Chronicles 7:14.
Very good. And Kitchener stitch, do you know where that is? That you do on your sock.
Oh, yes,
The
yes,
toe.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I love how she uses different terminologies from knitting. The Kitchener stitch is used when you want to seam or join up your project to be invisible. It's most often used for grafting the toes of a sock together. A nifty technique, but it's tricky. There may be only a dozen stitches to finish a sock, but it takes all the concentration to get right. Often my knitting has vast rows of nothing exciting going on. So I let my mind wander. I make to-do lists in my head. I plan the errands of my day. I think of friends and family far away. I watch TV. I do a lot more than attend to the knitting in my hands, but it all comes to full stop when I have to do the Kitchener stitch. I'm sure to lose my place and miss a stitch if I let my mind wander. To complete the task, I have to be in the moment. I can't veg out and wander off mentally. But it's easy to get distracted. It happens to me all the time. I'm mending business meetings, driving to work, drifting off during a sermon, chatting on a long phone conversation. I don't mean to, but I disconnect. Losing my focus during prayer makes me feel guilty. I should be in the moment then. I'm in the very presence of God. I have an intimate conversation. There is no honor in wandering. What's for dinner? This is all used to bother me very much until I realized I could talk with God in prayer more often. I cling to the power of short prayer. A little prayer often goes a long way for keeping me connected to God. This is why I keep my prayers short and often. I do have a quiet time, but it's only the quick beginning to my day. Rather, I pray in short bursts throughout the day. I concentrate for the time it takes to praise and plead or to thank. Then I move on. Like working the Kitchener stitch, my prayers are short and concentrated.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, that was
That's
really good. All right. Well, until next time, thank you for joining us. If you would push the like and subscribe, that would really help us, especially if you like it. If you don't worry about it.
It's okay. Thank you. We'll see you next time.
All right. Bye.